special guest Luciano Knows Best in the building.
Let's go.
For all the dogs finally dropped. What the hell? It's my birthday week. I'm getting old as hell, yo. It's your boy DJ Aaron Michael. You guys are now locked into the Queued Up podcast, baby. Let's go.
Yeah.
Episode 38. Yeah.
Queued Up.
Yo, what it is, baby? What's going on? My voice is kind of cracking, okay? It's winter time. It's what happens out here, yo.
Sounded like Blueface.
Blueface, baby, yo. Episode 38, man. We are super excited to have you guys in the building. We got a jam-packed show for you guys right now, but you guys are now locked into the Queued Up podcast, man. I'm your boy DJ Aaron Michael, man. We got the squad in the building.
Yep.
Got the squad.
Yep.
It's October now. The leaves are changing. It's getting a little bit cooler, but it's still hot as fuck.
Getting spooky season.
Spooky. But
It's getting mad spooky.
But real
fam.
quick, on some real talk, let me say this because
Say it,
I know
bro.
a lot of women that have been through this, women that are going through this. My mom went through this. We want to
shit.
give all of our love and appreciation to every woman out there that might be dealing with, because this is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. So for any woman that has beat breast cancer or you know what I'm saying, once you get older, you got to start testing for that stuff. We send you our love and support always, no matter what.
Absolutely.
Fuck cancer. Cancer sucks.
True.
And I want to do a merch line for that. You know, I want to do something like that, so that'll be pretty cool. We'll keep you
Hell
guys updated
yeah.
on the page. You know,
If you a man and you love titties, prove it this month.
yeah,
Different.
no, you ain't wrong. But yeah, like I said, we're gonna give all love and everything like that to any women going through that right now. But it is spooky season. It is Halloween season. It is birthday season. My birthday. By the time this episode comes out, 32. What it do? Who are you? I'm almost 35. God,
Damn.
why?
Slow down,
thinking-
buddy.
Why you dreading 35?
Live in a moment, man.
It's such a weird feeling getting older, because it's like, it's great. It's a blessing.
sure.
You know what I'm saying? Because not everybody makes it to 30. Not everybody makes it this far. But it's also just scary because it's like, I'm 32.
Hey,
I'm not-
man.
like, I felt like I was 21 last week.
Hey, dog.
I
That's
still
true.
think like I'm
Yeah.
21. So, but I'm thankful for I am healthy. My friends and family are around me, still making money.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't have 8 kids out there running around that I don't know. I'm doing okay.
Yeah.
I'm doing all right.
Getting older.
You right.
Yeah, getting older is like taking.
I was gonna say, how would you know if you don't know?
You're right. Yeah,
But
I
you don't
know.
know.
But I mean,
It
they never
could be.
came.
No,
to
I
me.
feel like you, Aaron, see them tall ass kids
I would
running
know.
around.
I would see him. I would see
6
kid.
months.
They'd be like Quagmire
6
from
months
Family
already.
Guy.
4'3".
Hey, yo, relax. All right, I started off small, then I grew up. Yeah, man, the squad's in the building. Calvin Productions in the building. Artie Reeks, Gibby Visions, my dog Big Chewy representing the D-backs, and of course, the one and only special guest, my brother Luciano Knows Best.
sir.
We finally got him in the building.
Man, it's
Yes,
been like
sir.
2 months. No, I'm just playing. But yeah, I'm finally here. Very thankful, very grateful to be a part of this podcast. Thank you guys for inviting me. You know what I mean? Keep it real.
You're doing a lot, bro. You have like 8 jobs and 20 businesses that you're trying to run.
It's
all
the
right?
Mexican in me. It's the Mexican in me. But
So, we're super excited to have you. Before we kind of dig into your backstory and
For
stuff
sure.
like that, this show is going to be jam-packed. Like we said, Drake's new album, For All the Dogs, just dropped. Joe Button started a fire on Twitter and online and stuff like that. Now Drake's dad is fighting back.
True.
We got another round of hot cues coming up as well, too. AZ Sports, the Suns preseason. I see the hat.
You're here, yeah.
I see the hat. You rocking, you know what I'm saying? Both the D-backs and the Suns at the same time. I like that. Yeah, man.
Gotcha.
D-backs is playing right now at the time of, hopefully by now, when this episode drops, we're already in the next round, but fingers crossed.
Are those the stakes for this game right now? Is it like win in advance or what's going on?
Well, right now, they're up 1-0. It's best 3 out of 5.
Nice.
So if we win this one, because right now we're shooting on a Monday. We're playing right now. If we win this one, we're up 2-0.
Nice.
And then we
Nice.
play again on Wednesday, and that's going to be in Arizona. So if
Nice.
we win that one,
We gotta finish them off.
if we sweep the Dodgers,
That's
oh
crazy.
my gosh.
That is very crazy.
They're going to be so fucking salty because there's nothing but Dodgers fans.
I'm about to be insufferable.
Good. No, I'm
like
with
that.
you.
Yeah, for
We
real.
like
I'm
that.
with you.
Please do that.
That's probably better than beating the Lakers. Honest to God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We can hate the Lakers, man. God damn. But yeah. Yeah, we're going to get into
Little
sports
hate
talk.
came out.
It's going to be low-key sports, all right, and stuff like that, and more music stuff. But first, so, my guy Luciano,
Sheesh.
you know what I'm saying? AKA Mr. Who Hurt You.
Yes.
AKA Mr. Loaded Wiener.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yo, he owns a hot dog
Hey, yo.
restaurant. You know what I'm saying? Or
Hey,
a restaurant that
whoa.
specifies.
Glizzy Gladiator himself.
Hey,
The
there it
Glizzy
is.
Glad.
I'm
Hey.
here. I'm in town.
Bro, how's your year been going for you so far? You have so many hats on. Kind of break down what's been going on with you and what you're excited about.
Man, everything's been a blessing. Very grateful for, like I said, everything that's come my way, all the opportunities. You know, from the Who Hurt You to the nightclubs to the restaurant kind of being thrown in my lap. Something that I wasn't going to even like try to do, but it just opportunity came and I don't know how to say no. I like to challenge myself and you know, we're a year deep. So obviously I'm doing something right. So
Nice.
yeah,
Congrats.
man, I'm very,
Congratulations on that.
very
That's fine.
blessed, very grateful. And there's
Right.
just a lot of other things, you know. I like working on a lot of things. I don't post on social media just because it's not there yet, but we good over here.
Yeah.
We good over here.
I feel that.
Nah, man, just anybody owning a business in this climate and the fact that you're such a young dude, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying, 31 if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah,
That's crazy, bro. That's mad impressive.
I appreciate
That's mad
that.
impressive. You have a great location downtown.
downtown.
And
Yeah,
stuff like
right in the
downtown
heart.
Phoenix, you know what I'm saying? Right
Yeah.
next to the ballpark. So people, I don't want to spend $9 for a glizzy at the Diamondbacks at the D-backs game. You go to
Yeah.
Loaded Wiener.
Go
you
to
feel
Loaded
me?
Wiener.
Go get you a whole meal.
Exactly.
How did that kind of happen? If you can kind of elaborate on it, like, how did that just kind of fall into your lap?
Yeah, so a year ago, so pretty much last April in 2022, one of my boys owned a restaurant. It was a different type of restaurant at that location, and he was like, "Yo," he brought me in for marketing, strictly marketing. "Yo, help me out. I'm not doing too good." Da 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 da. I went. I'm down. I was like, "I'll show love." Food was great. It was like a sushi spot, like sushi burritos and like kind of like a poke to you. It was called Poke to You. That's what the name was. But it was like
Right.
you know, there's other big ones that are known. Kind of like a Subway, but you make burritos for sushis and you know, ramen bowls and stuff like that. So whatever.
Right.
I ate there. It was good. And I kind of noticed, you know, the traffic that was there. I finally broke down to him in a week. I was like, bro, this isn't going to work. Like, it's just not going to work. I'm just being an honest person. You know, you have across the street, you have the federal building, so you have a lot of workers. You have construction going on right here. Nobody's showing you love. I was like, you need to change it up.
Yeah.
So he's a really, really rich dude. He just like, yeah, pretty much like, oh, well, what would you do? And I came up with my ideas. Obviously, you know, being Latino, I thought about tacos right away.
Of course.
And then thought about hot dogs because if I'm going to market something, I'm going to make it easy on myself. I'm in the club scene the last 10 years. I'm thinking of late night food. I'm thinking of drunk people. I'm thinking of people that just real quick in and out for lunch. Tacos weren't going to work just due to the fact that he wasn't approved to have like a hood system.
Yeah.
And so hot dogs, my oldest sister, and I know I got 100 things, but my oldest sister's, she's actually now one of the executives for Disney.
Oh, wow.
So homegirl's like, she's very intelligent. She knows the whole thing. I told her what my ideas were. She came up with the whole plan. I told her the name of it. I was like, yo, I really want to sell it to this guy because I don't want to market it. I was like, I want to have ownership. Like I felt like I could do it, you know, with the person.
Yeah.
Came up with the whole marketing scheme and you know, told him what it's going to be named, what we're going to do, how we're going to do it, what he doesn't have to buy, you know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, you know, he's the one that fully owns it.
Right.
And he actually loved my idea and actually ended up giving me 90% of it.
Wow.
Damn.
Wow.
Yeah, so
Damn.
90% of it. And he just wanted a piece of it. You know, obviously, you know, he just wanted rent paid and everything. But he did tell me, I don't want to touch it. Like, I don't want to be there. I don't want to work there or anything. I'm like, cool, say less. Right when I was thinking like 60-40. I was thinking like 70-30.
Maybe you can show up a little bit.
And when I heard 90, I was just like, dude, real quick handshake. And yeah, that's where Loaded Wiener came. And it took me like 2 months to fully get it painted, get all the signs, get approved for the LLCs, health and all that. And we opened up last year, September 2022. And like I said, we just recently celebrated our 1 year anniversary. So
Awesome.
we here, we still learning, we still growing. Big shout out to my team, you know, my workers, my business partner, you know, obviously. You know, Glimpse is really, really big. He's the one that actually created the logo, Gabriel, if you don't know.
Shout out to Glimpse.
Yeah,
Yeah,
That's my
shout out
guy.
Glimpse and you know, just everybody that's walked through those doors. I mean, I'm telling you, even if you haven't walked through those doors, even if you show love on social media, it's all about marketing.
Right.
And I think that's why I've done a great job. Obviously, I've never owned a restaurant. I never knew how to run a restaurant. But I was like, market this, make sure the food's quality, don't be cheap. People are going to come back.
Yep.
Right.
Well, that's amazing, bro, because
Yeah.
you've had the marketing thing down pat for a long time.
Oh, for sure.
You are a personality, and anybody who's
Appreciate
ever
that.
went to like a nightclub or
Yeah.
anytime like to a bar or just follow you on Instagram, because your reaction videos and your
Oh, yeah,
TikToks,
that shit hitting right now.
yeah, them shits do numbers, and you funny as fuck. I'm
Yeah, I
not even trying to
appreciate
gas
that.
you up.
No, I appreciate that.
So you combine all that stuff because that's where me and you met. We met like at the clubs and you used to be.
100%.
You were a host.
Yeah, I was
was
on
a
the mic.
DJ, and like I don't mean to go off on a sidebar here,
Yeah.
but like there's a lot of people that are corny on the mic and they're not funny and they're not engaging and they turn the women off and shit like that. You're the opposite of that.
I appreciate that.
You know what I'm saying? You always have the club rocking and people, they came to see you more than hear me DJ.
Yeah. Oh, shit. Thank you.
They're like, can you turn the music down? He's starting to talk. I'm like, what?
We can't hear what he's saying.
What did he say?
I'm trying to hear him and stuff like that. So,
I appreciate that.
So the fact that you were able to combine and parlay your experience from just being a personality and being a very easy, outgoing person, and you're a hustler as well, and now you have your own business, pretty much 90%, bro. That's
incredible.
That's fucking that's crazy, bro.
No, for sure.
That's amazing.
No, I'm like I said, I'm blessed, and now that I've gone with my first year and my first summer, because a lot of people need to understand summers are so hard for businesses. That's why it's really important to show love to small mom and pop spots.
Yeah.
Because I'm telling you, like, it's a struggle. Like my summer, I don't even think I made money. I poured it into it, my money.
Right.
But I wanted to keep it, obviously, because I saw what I made from September to January. So I was like, oh, I'm going to get mine plus double. I'm not even tripping. But it's like summer is just, especially in Arizona too. I mean, don't get me wrong, there's some restaurants that are really, really good and they're going to do great. But hot dogs, especially hot dogs, you're not going to eat a hot dog every day of your life. You're not going to always want to go get dressed fresh to go eat hot dogs. You're not. You're going to get it when it's quick, lunch, or you're going to get it when you're drunk as hell. So with that being said, to anybody that is going to get into restaurant businesses, from my first year experience, make sure you understand, like, don't give up, don't quit, and just, continue to market. You're going to be that annoying person. I don't think I've gone a day without talking about Loaded Wiener in the last year of my life. Like, I haven't. It says, unless it's a Sunday, but yeah, no.
Yeah, bro. So what you've been doing with Loaded Wiener is actually pretty damn amazing.
Appreciate that.
RC did have a question for you, by the way.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hey, also, by the way, I just want to say I'm pretty sure I'm not sure what year it was, but I met Luciano so long ago. I'm pretty sure you had braids when we met.
Yeah.
This was like
2016, 17.
Handful of years ago.
I think I kind of.
I did. I have curly hair. I'm Mexican and Samoan, so I have the curls.
Oh,
yeah. Curls
anyway,
are
my point is we go back. We've worked together in a few different situations.
Coldest photos.
This is my guy
I
right
always
here.
said it.
And so I love what you said about the summer, because a lot of people, if you don't own a business or if you're not like really into it like that, you wouldn't really know. So my question is, for you, after being a business owner for a year, what would you say is another aspect that's like unsuspecting that people just wouldn't even think about unless you were like in it yourself firsthand?
I mean, one of the biggest things too is like even going to like fast food restaurants. I mean, McDonald's taken care of, and all those In-N-Outs and all that spots, obviously, Yeah. But even grabbing like a handful of ketchup packets. Now I think of my own business. I'm like, yo, like, why am I overly grabbing? Only because like I'm saying for my business, personally, because of the money you spend, But now there's just a lot. I mean, obviously, like the marketing. I think if you don't market, you're not going to succeed no matter what. Quality food is really good, but not overly ordering. I'd rather take an extra trip and get the fresh bread every 2 days than buying a bunch of bread and letting that bread last. And that's another reason why I got like a lot of love.
Interesting.
A lot of people always tell me like, yo, your bread's fresh. I'm like, oh, I get it in the hood, in 35th and McDowell. They bake it every morning.
The bakery right there?
Yeah, La Reina's Bakery. Shout out. I'll even put you guys on.
Yeah.
So even if you want it for yourself, like to just grab some really, really fresh buns, they make it every morning. Anybody could walk in there. You don't need an LLC or anything like that. But it's just those big things of just making sure, marketing, making sure, you're not overly ordering, because stuff gets bad fast.
Yeah.
I got so excited, and like just like anything when you first start, and I was blessed to have a lot of people come and show love, but like I think I threw away probably like 10 bags of bread, which is like 12, like a dozen each bag.
Wow.
Because like I didn't go through it. I thought I was, but I didn't go through it. And it's not that I didn't do my part. It was just overly, like I ordered like 300 buns. Like
you wanted to be prepared.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And I had to throw away so much, But yeah, that's pretty much.
Where do you get your who's your hot dog plug? Or you got to keep that one on?
Nah, it's not about keeping I just go to like the local different stores. They all have that same brand. I've tried 17 different brands.
Wow.
Nothing against the big name brands that you think you'd go with. I actually went off with something it's expensive, but it's not a brand nobody really knows. But like I tried the Nathans, I've tried the other ones, and those are all just too salty. Hebrew Nationals, all those, and those are all too salty. And also you got to think of the other people though. So I had like 10 people testing it out with me,
Good.
We tried it. Dude, I'm sick of hot dogs at that time because we tried it just hot dog by itself. We tried the hot dog with the bun. We tried the hot dog with the bun and ketchup and mustard. We tried it with, different, just literally each brand. And
That's
we
incredible.
all like tally marked and everything because it's all about quality. And I had different taste buds, people. Like I didn't have like, just my family. I had like a random friend. I had like, person that's been in the restaurant business, and stuff like that. So,
Dope. That's so dope. I'm so interested in all of this.
Dude,
Good
that
one.
restaurant, it's
good.
exciting.
If you would have had me there, I would have said yes to everything.
Yeah,
I just love.
no, I'm telling you,
I
even
love
like,
Glizzies,
even like fries. Wait, pause. No,
no, I said it. No,
no.
Aaron said, "Sign me up for the
Sign
Glizzy
me.
Marathon."
For real, for real.
You're good. Artie, did you have any questions?
Yeah.
Nah, I mean, just listening to it, it's interesting. Kind of like RC said, he had met him a long time ago. I let him know when he came in. I was like, I've seen you a bunch of times, but obviously it's true, bro. I'm the same way. Like, I'll meet people, I'll forgive people. I'm
100%.
sorry, y'all. I know.
I always tell him that. Yeah, sorry.
So it's like I feel like I've shook his hand a few times, but never really, tried to
conversate.
Yeah,
stuff
conversate.
Like that. No, for
but
sure.
he always seemed like a dude with good energy and
I
everything
appreciate
like that.
that.
But it is good to kind of hear for me, because right now I'm pushing a comic book that I just finished. So to hear like what you said about marketing, that like you talk about it every day.
Oh, 100%.
Like I need to hold myself to that fire, because I'm one of them people who like I feel weird talking about my art for some reason. So I feel like I need to
you kind of feel
keep
like
that consistency.
Like if you, in a sense, because even me personally, like I feel like I'm annoying sometimes. I'm like, damn. But at the end of the day, it's like then unfollow me. Then I'm not your
I feel
person,
that.
and
Yeah,
I'm just like, that's fine. Unfollow me, because I get it. Like there's people like, we get it. You own a restaurant. Like, all right, cool. Like I don't want your love anyways. Like unfollow me, or maybe I don't follow them.
Yeah.
But like that whole comic book thing, like you said, when Comic-Con came, I had a guy that actually ate at my restaurant. He was so down because he wrote a book or made a comic book, but nobody showed him love. And I bought his book. I was like, oh, I'm going to check it out just to show him love. And he wasn't trying to get me to buy, but it was just like I was like, do you talk about this on social media? Or do you talk about this everywhere? Where do you promote it? He was an older man too. He's like, no, I don't. I just go to these Comic-Cons and I rent out this thing, but I never really get a lot of buys. I'm just like, well, you need to market it more, bro. Like, I'm sure it's a dope comic book, which it actually was super nice artwork and everything, cool storyline. But I was like, you need to market it more,
Yeah.
And there's some people that just don't look like that. They don't think like, it's kind of like rappers. I mean, I'm not in the rap world, I don't know, but it's like, if you have 100 songs and you're not known yet, why are you not dropping those songs? Like, what are you saving them for? You know what I mean? If you're really truly talented, I get it to an extent, hold your projects and all that stuff. But at the same time, drop that music. What if you have a hit that's really going to take you to the top and you've been gatekeeping it for the last year and a half?
That's a great point.
Aaron, I'm sitting here like, is he talking?
That's a
I know.
great point.
Does he know me? No,
What do you
because
have?
that's the crazy part is that a
What you
lot of
holding?
artists nowadays, like even on SoundCloud, the song that blows up for them might be a song that maybe came out 5, 6, 10 years
for
ago
sure.
that they've been either pushing or they're like, yeah, I had this one, and it might be old. Like to Artie, it might be old, but to somebody else, they're hearing it for the first time.
Yeah.
For somebody ever going to your restaurant, that's the first time that they ever had it.
Oh, for sure.
Or the first time that they ever seen it. So that's what I'm learning is being kind of like the captain of like this podcast. Is like, yo, no matter how many people, I almost have 4,000 followers on IG. It's not a lot, but to me, that's
good.
That's
yeah.
hard.
Yeah.
And with all of us combined, it's almost like 20 to 30,000, but yet we still have under 200 subscribers. We still have under 1,000 followers on IG. So you would think, damn. And it's not that these people aren't friends or they're not family or they're not people that don't support, but it takes a while for shit to catch on, and people do not get that shit. You know
And
what
once
I'm
it
saying?
catches on, they're gonna follow the crowd. You know what I mean?
But I was there first. No, we know. Hey, we
And
got the stats.
I'll be calling people out too, and it's not even like, oh, I need you guys to come support or anything. Like, no, if you don't want to support, I get it. I've been that person too. Like, yeah, I got you, and I don't show up sometimes, or it doesn't make sense, or I just can't make it. But for my restaurant personally, I have some good friends there. They haven't even stepped in there, but they've showed love the whole year. Awesome. But I'm like, yo, just come on, like come through, show love, like. And then when they find out, say I bring like one of my homegirls, Jelena Ojeda, which is a really well-known social media model, 14 million followers. She comes through, shows love. Now they're like, oh, why didn't you tell me she was gonna be there? I'm gonna go. I'm like, oh, you went for the ass. You didn't come to go show love. And that's just how there's just some people like that. That's why you got to understand, like, you'll get more support from people. Like, there's so many people. I've even had people on my grand opening come from Coachella. One came from LA, like from different cities to come show love. And I'm like, damn, I don't even know you like that, but you came, you show love, and that's just how anything goes, whether you're a rapper, whether you make shoes, whether you do anything,
We need to do like an event there, bro. We need to have
love
like
it.
a
You guys
want to
do a podcast there, run it.
Yeah, or if we kill the podcast there or whatever, or just do
Anything
like an
you
event
want.
to where like we'll buy like the first 20 people that come up there.
100%.
Like, we're
That would
buying
be
you
dope.
guys.
Yeah,
your
no,
first
for sure.
loaded
I'm always
wiener hot
down.
dog,
That's the thing too. Is like it's my restaurant, so I can do whatever I want and please. And like I always tell people, like, yo, if you ever want to do anything, just make it make sense. Like it's not even so much me making money off them. It's just more the sense of like the more different things that come through, it's different. Like I'm sure there's followers that have no clue who I am, that are gonna like now follow me or come show love to my restaurant.
Yeah.
So it's always dope to have different faces, different people. Like, Yeah, trust me. Like I'm gonna have some big names throughout this season that I'm excited for them to come show love or like tap more in with the concert. So like, all right, cool. I'm gonna go send your guys food. You know, send you guys some hot dogs. Oh, you're at the Federal Building. You're gonna perform. Cool. Let me go send you guys 10, 15 hot dogs for your team or whatever.
That's awesome.
You know, and I've had a lot of people like right now or last year. Shout out to my boy Ali. He brought Junior H to my restaurant, the grand opening in Nata Elcano, which in the Mexican scene, that's huge. Like, that's like bringing Meek Mill and, you know what I mean?
Nice.
You know, some big names. And they were in the restaurant in the back. Nobody even noticed. They're new because they were kind of hoodied up and all that. But they just sold out. Later that night, he sold out the Federal Building. Now he's selling out bigger arenas, you know?
Nice.
He just sold out, it's not Cricket Pavilion, but...
Action?
Oh, the Action. Yeah, he just sold that out last month. So it's like, damn, it's dope to have like certain people in my restaurant. So, but yeah, any event, I'm down.
We're gonna do an event there, bro, because that's fucking amazing, bro.
I appreciate that.
All the support and everything to you, man.
Thank you.
And I just want to say, I think it's super dope just hearing you like talk us through. And I know that's even just like a tip of the iceberg, but
for sure.
To hear you do like the taste test and like actually pitch him and sell yourself on the idea, like just hearing you do that and like knowing from, I think most of us in here are like business I know myself, entrepreneurs and business owners.
Right.
So just knowing what it takes, like, and being in that position, like I always tell the story about when I first got on out here as a photographer. I literally spent 3 months researching rechargeable batteries because it was that important. And it's like such a random thing.
Oh, for sure.
But like I literally got down to the technology and the science behind the rechargeable battery so that I could be prepared to like do 4 different nightclubs in a night and then run across the street and come back and then edit them all.
Oh, yeah.
So just knowing what it takes and hearing you like go through that process is super dope. So I just want to applaud you for doing that and having it, and just wish you more success, bro.
Man,
that's fire.
And it's like I said, it's I barely added a new hot dog this past week that people have been asking for a whole year.
What'd you add?
Polish.
Oh,
so Polish, and then I also added this Friday. I'm gonna add a bacon and cheddar infused bratwurst.
Okay.
So you know what I mean. And like I said, to the people that don't know what loaded wiener is, it's literally like a Subway. You can put as many toppings as you want. All you're paying for is a type of hot dog. I don't care if it's literally overly over the hot dog. It's loaded. I really
don't say that because Chewy's gonna get every damn condiment.
That's fine, bro. Yeah,
I already have.
Chewy's been there. He's been there. But yeah, and I just want to make it better. And like I said, I want to bring more things. You know, I know people have been asking for fried pickles. They've been asking for zucchini, just anything. You know, I'm like, yeah, I'm bringing it. Whatever you guys want. Some lady asked, and this lady comes consistently. The fact that I brought sauerkraut, a brand that she liked, and I only buy like this jar only because I know that's not everybody's gonna want that one. She comes back consistently like at least once a week.
Incredible.
And that's how you got to do it. That's how you bring the people and consistent people that come through. So yeah, no, we have some really good hot dogs come through.
Definitely one of my favorite things off the menu that you brought up, onion rings.
Oh yeah, the onion rings are just different.
Slap for sure.
I went through 5 different brands, and there's some that are too much batter. There's some with not enough batter, but these ones are like beer battered. Yeah, and they're really good. Like that, put some.
See, man,
you gotta come through.
I gotta look. I'm not even gonna fake the funk. I have not been there yet. I've seen it. Just like,
he said, "Yeah,
hit the bomb, Chewy. You know, I deserve it. I deserve it.
Yeah, no,
I deserve it, especially because I love hot dogs.
No, for sure.
Nah, bro, we're doing a cute up event there. We're just gonna go. I don't even know what the hell. But
we'll make it happen.
Let us know in the comments below if y'all would be down to come through. If you live in Phoenix or if you're gonna be in town, we will give you guys the dates and everything like that.
For sure.
And no discounts, bro. Like, yo, we're gonna support you.
Oh yeah, I appreciate that. No, for sure.
You feel me? Because like you're our guy, you're a great guy. I'm gonna support a great business. So
I appreciate that.
Do you ever come out to like other people's events and
all day
and do stuff like that?
Man, you have to, and it's deeper than networking your own business, but it's more the sense of if you want support, you got to show support. I think there's so many people that got my back personally because I've shown support. One of the biggest ones I show support, like Easy Bachi. He has like a really, really good, like, hibachi type vibe, food truck. Now he has a restaurant. He's all over, but I showed him always like love and support. And then when he had a grand opening, I make sure I'll go, other places too, even like when it comes to even buying merch, I could be that guy right now because of my social media that I could be like, yo, just throw me a shirt. I'll post it. And that's huge. Yeah. But in reality, I'd rather buy. Why am I going to be that person,
100%.
Sometimes it's cool. They give you stuff that you can't say no to. It is what it is. But you always want to show love. Or even if they do send you a shirt, go buy a shirt, you know what I mean? Because I'm sure there are multiple brands. And I think that's what takes you long in life, like I said, if you want support, you got to show support. So, yeah. I always like to go to events, even club events. You know what I mean? I've been invited. And I'm like, oh man, it's my night off. I'm not gonna make $1. I've been in the club scene 10 years. I've already seen it all. But you know what? I'm gonna go show support. You know, and that's how it goes.
Hey man, all I'm saying is if you had a loaded like there's like these hot dog vendors out in Scottsdale now. There's like 2 of them. They be posted up on the corner.
Yeah.
That smell of hot dog be wafting into the clubs and
I
shit.
believe it, bro.
I be
They get
DJing,
you.
I be smelling, like Tom and Jerry when Tom be floating to the pie and shit like that, bro. Buy out those carts. Now you're gonna throw this business. Don't listen to me, I'm an idiot. But buy out the cart. You know what I'm saying? Pay them. Slap a loaded wiener sign on that fucking cart right there. Boom, boom.
I've already been actually offered to the ones in downtown. Yeah, no, they are. They are. I've been offered for. There's like 3 carts in downtown that they wanted me to do that. It just, and I wanted to make it make sense, but it just didn't. Like, because I get exactly what you mean. Not everybody's gonna leave the club and go to my restaurant.
Right.
There's some people that don't want that, but they'll walk out. They'll see my logo and they'll be like, "That's Luciano, cool." But it just didn't. They didn't make sense personally. So I might have to just figure out how I can get that because it would work. Like I said, it would work 100%, and I know like the logo's already been there for a year, so I'm like, I'm gonna make it happen. But
Do you ever cater?
For me. So yeah, so when more than ever, I've been getting asked that. We don't go personally to like parties and set up and all that, but it's gonna happen soon. I just want to get past this summer because I didn't know how much, in which it did come out of our pockets, but now we know what to do for next summer. Yeah. But like we get a lot of businesses in downtown, like they've ordered like 90 hot dogs. We'll get them done in 30 minutes and then go drop them out to like an office building or dentist building. We did 120 one time. I know Rafi, they want me to do like over 500 for the whole staff.
Rafi's a monster, man. That dude.
Rafi is just untouchable right now. So yeah, we're gonna make it happen. But as far as like me setting up and going over there, I could make it happen. But I'm just like, I'm waiting to see what makes sense and what doesn't make sense. Because I don't want to go over there for like I don't want to sound like this guy right now, but I don't want to go over there for like 100 and
right. No.
Talk your shit, bro. Till we hit the horns. All right, hey, you left the humility at the door.
No, yeah, for sure.
Worth.
It just has to make sense. It has to make sense. So, but
on
like
this earth,
yeah, it's fun. It's fun.
All right, one last question I got. Well, I got one last question. What, Artie? Did you have a question?
No. I was just saying. The reason I asked him is because we got approved by City of Phoenix through the Onyx Gallery to do third Fridays at the Space Park every month. So we're trying to build that up. So eventually, if that's big enough, it would be dope to work with other people.
See,
bringing the food out.
Business, bro. We standing on business.
Always.
All right, I have a dumb question, and then we're gonna move on.
Go ahead.
I see you got a lot of tattoos. You tatted up.
Would I get loaded with tatted?
Yeah.
Actually, somebody made me a gold-plated a chain.
That's hard.
You know what? I'll be honest with you. Look, only because I love my businesses. When I hit 6 figures, like I did with Who Hurt You. When I got past 6 figures on a clothing brand with 3 words, I got it tatted. So the moment, which I'll hit it quick, I already know, but I'll get it tatted somewhere.
Damn, you hiring, bro?
Yeah, I got you.
I ain't got a DJ.
I know, right? No, yeah, but yeah, I could definitely say. There was somebody that was talking about like, hey, can I get this like tatted? I'm like, I'm good. Fuck, go ahead, do it. Like, I'll give you free hot dogs.
Like, nah.
But yeah, no, it might be something. Because like I said, I mean, if you know me, you know who I am. Like Loaded Wiener and Luciano just makes sense. Like the way I am, how I act, how I bullshit around. And the fact that like I'm across the street from a federal courthouse and it says fucking Loaded Wiener, they're like,
great.
People have literally said like, only you could get away with this shit. And I'm like,
That's great.
Yeah.
it's lit.
I recommend if anybody gets Loaded Wiener tattooed on them, it's 10% discount.
Oh, for sure. Like
for
10%.
sure.
One free hot dog a year.
You get one free cup every 6 months.
So you get a free water cup.
Okay, all right. One last serious question, bro.
Just as a Phoenix guy, I'm a Phoenix native. I've been here mostly my whole life. We've seen the city go through a lot of different changes.
Definitely.
And I like to always know from other Phoenix natives, what would you say is like the best thing that's happened to Phoenix over time? And then what would you say is the worst thing in terms of just like the growth or just like, because you're pretty super plugged in. So what have you seen over the last 15 or so years in Phoenix that has been like the best thing you would say and the worst?
I've had so many opportunities to like move to Cali, right? But I didn't want to leave Arizona just because I've been here all my life as well.
Right.
And I'm like, it's not that I'm scared to go start all over, but it's like I'm pretty tapped in right now. So why go do that? I think the biggest thing, obviously, for my lifestyle, for what I've done in all my businesses, people get jealous very quickly. And this is anywhere in the world. But they just kind of like, get jealous quickly. So like people don't want to show support, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think like I was telling you, like the support is crazy. Even if it's stuff that it's not really your forte, like, you know, or something. But that's in my eyes, that's just the worst. Because I've got pretty much cock-blocked in a way of a lot of great opportunities because they were like, oh, maybe Luciano's this, or maybe they don't even know who I am, and maybe that person was like, hey, I don't got time to even hear him. So you said he's bad, boom, because there's a lot of things like that. The best, I would just have to say, I mean, just as far as what sense, so like just Phoenix in general.
Yeah, like
we're growing like crazy, and I think
exactly
that's the biggest thing is we're growing, and I know that there's gonna be things maybe we're 5 years behind or whatever, but like I feel like we are gonna turn into California in a way, as far as opportunities. It is what it is. How we say, don't move over here no more. It's gonna get packed. Like look how much they're building towards the west, and they're gonna continue building, and all the big businesses that are coming, big names, and I think there's gonna be a lot of job opportunities. It's always going to be hot. I'm pretty sure we're used to it. Yeah. But like right now we're going into our best like time fall and take advantage of it, everybody. Yeah. But just the space we have, like you can't put nothing more in California. I don't think like shit gonna fall
well,
off.
Take that shit to New Mexico. Look, I love what you're saying.
That shit gonna snap.
I love what you're saying. And I know we're gonna keep getting busy, and I know they're building casinos and hotels
dude, they're building
and resorts every fucking place in Phoenix. But man, I don't want to be gridlocked. The I-10 is shitty.
I know.
The 202 sucks.
Yeah.
So going anywhere is ass.
So is that what you would say is the worst thing? Because I was going to ask you the same thing. What would you say is the best and worst?
I mean, the best thing, I guess, it is the opportunity. Like,
100%.
All the new, like, just depending on what area of business, what you're doing, like, you can start a business now, and we're finally getting a culture. I'm born and raised out here. We never had our own culture to ever speak of.
We never did.
We're not like New York. We're not like Florida. We're not like Atlanta. We're not like California, where we have like years of culture shit because we were so new and there was nothing out here for the longest time.
True.
But now we have a lot of young men, young women, minority business owners, people doing. We're learning that we don't need companies to do anything anymore.
Nah,
we
you really
do
don't.
for ourselves now. Like look at Artie. Look what Artie's doing with himself and his own art company and doing his own anime studio, and then what Chewy's doing, and of course what you're doing, and then what Luciano's doing. Like years ago, young minority men probably would never had a chance to make as much money and have as much of an opportunity as we're doing right now. Yeah. So I think that's the biggest blessing. Traffic and everything, I'm bitching and moaning about that, but the actual chance and for people to, thanks. That's why I live in Scottsdale and I stay in Scottsdale.
Yeah. Like just in downtown, I mean, obviously being in downtown every day of my life now, there's gonna be like 50,000 plus more people moving in downtown just due to all the condos they're building and all this shit. Like they're building, and downtown's gonna be like huge.
God bless you on that one. I mean, it's good for the business.
Yeah,
that's good for the business. RC, what about you? Then, what's your feelings on what's the best and the worst?
I was gonna say I think the way that the city is expanding, like honestly, not that long ago, there really weren't that many options in terms of entertainment, and in terms of when you think of really nice places to live, only a couple places maybe came to mind. But now I feel like the city is really getting I don't want to say revamped, but it's just like it's improving over time. Like if you came to Phoenix 10 years ago and then you came back recently or whatever, it's like, oh, this is actually no wonder why the Super Bowl's been out here 3 different times.
It's on the map. It's on the map for sure.
So yeah, that's what I would say the best. And I don't know, man. I feel like sometimes people say you get used to the heat, but I've been here my whole life and it ain't never got better.
No. Well, it's getting hotter now for global warming.
So I don't want to be one of those guys, but if I had to say something was the worst, I'd probably just say the weather is still kind of rough in those July, August months.
That's still better than hurricanes and earthquakes and tsunamis and shit. So
you're right.
I'll take a little bit of heat. Last but not least, Artie, we're gonna be fair.
Oh, I'm back. I'm in the back, so sometimes they forget about me. No, I'm just kidding. No, I think as far as for the worst, I think it's like simple, like economic stuff, like prices going up. Like to me, that's like so that's the worst thing, but that's somewhat inevitable. But the good thing about that is if you're in business, if prices go up, you can make more money too. Yeah. So it kind of goes hand in hand. But I think the best thing is actually having so many different people from other places come here with culture, and then they want they want that vibe, like they want a more like an Arizona culture vibe. But I think the good thing about it is what I'm starting to realize is there kind of is a culture here, but you kind of don't know that there's culture until you have other culture to compare it to. So like shouts out to Kathy and Vernon, because a lot of the stuff we do with the art we couldn't do without them in the Onyx Gallery, but like they're from Chicago and they came out here wanting like an art culture. And then we didn't have we kind of had our stuff going, and we knew a bunch of other people doing art, but we didn't have the facilities, to be doing anything. And they were like, they saw it because they're familiar with culture out there, but they're like, oh, this is different. This could be an Arizona culture. These people could run the art culture in Arizona. So I think a good thing about it is all these people coming here, and they're going to want to live and enjoy themselves. And I think Arizona will start to show, in contrast to their cultures, that we have our own culture, if that makes sense.
See, hey, I like that, man.
Deep,
I like that.
deep right there.
All right, man. We're gonna go ahead and move on to now hot cues. And if you're new to the channel, what hot cues is, Luciano, I'm gonna break it down to you real quick. We're gonna talk about 3 to 4 different topics. Happenings right now in either the sports world, pop culture, what the hell Britney Spears is doing in her spare time on TikTok now and stuff like that. So, are you guys ready for that? We're gonna
let's get it.
Let's get it.
Right. Stock cue number 1. So, the Suns preseason has finally started. We saw what the future is, and the future is now, goddammit.
It is.
Thank God.
It is.
Bradley Beal, Kevin Durant, Devin Booker, Yusuf Nurkic, all right, Josh Okogie, Grayson Allen balled out. And also Yuta Watanabe. He got some Japanese flavoring on the team now. That boy is nice. Yo, are you a big Suns fan, and are you excited about this year, though?
Yeah. Big Suns fan. I've been a Suns fan since I was, like I said, a baby. Especially being a part of the Suns. I'm actually going to be some NDA shit I can't say. But I'm going to be doing something with the Suns tomorrow, Thursday, and Saturday. So you guys will definitely see me soon. Can't say too much.
Hey,
but
yo, come on.
I've been blessed. I've been blessed.
like
Like I
that.
said, yeah, I've been an ambassador for the Los Suns, which is like, to get the Latinos to go to Suns game. This is prior to them even being in the final. So I've been a part of it for a couple years now. So
you were there in the rough time. It was like $10 a ticket.
It was like $10 a ticket, but now it's easy to get them to go to the games. But now, been a Suns fan. I'm excited. I mean, Devin Booker deserves it. The city deserves it, to be honest. I mean, the revenue that came when the finals were here was crazy. So we want to see that.
So close.
We want to see that.
So close.
I think we have, look, if you want to call us fair weather football fans, fine. Baseball fans, sure, whatever. But the Suns, we've been
down.
We've been winners, bro. Since Barkley, Kevin Johnson, Jason Kidd, Nash, Amari,
For sure.
we have put everything we could into this team. We earned this shit. I've earned this.
Yes.
DeAndre Ayton's gone. The witch is off of our back.
Yeah, for real.
All right, I've earned this, guys. RC, how do you feel?
I personally, and I know it's just preseason, but I think based on how the team is structured, this is the best opportunity that we've had, even after making it to the finals. I think this is the best team opportunity that we've had.
We have Kevin Durant.
For real actual success.
We have Kevin Durant. I don't care how
Durant.
old he is. This motherfucker could be 84 years old if he can still shoot.
We have now a handful of actual champions in that locker room.
True.
With the head coach, Kevin Durant,
Damian Leeds won before.
Lee with the Warriors.
Yeah.
So we have real talent, real veterans, real young guys that are hungry, that are going to want to play. I think I feel more optimistic about this season than I probably ever have.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
So, and that might be saying a lot. I know it's early, but I mean, super Suns fan right here. So
Game's
it's going to be a fun season for sure.
looking
Big
forward
time.
to it.
Chewy about to be going crazy over there, but Chewy's gonna be right next to that dude all covered in orange. Chewy's gonna be
Oh, Mr. Orange?
Mr.
Yeah.
Orange.
Shout out
That's
Mr.
my
Orange.
boy. Shout out Mr. Orange.
Artie, look, I know you're not. You excited?
What?
What do you mean what?
Who's
I
your
watch
team?
Suns games. Come on.
No,
now.
we can give him everything else. No, but when it comes to the Suns,
Name 3 Suns players not named Kevin, Devin, or Bradley.
that ain't. Come on.
Why would I need to know anybody else's name anyway?
Why?
Who else is this?
But nah, I mean, I keep it real. And I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this again for everybody watching. To me personally, and maybe this is why I don't remember their names. It's kind of the same. Remember when I was talking about being a fan?
Yeah.
I don't need to know a bunch of grown ass men's names that don't know my name. I'm sorry.
Oh my
I know y'all names, and
gosh.
guess what? I'm never gonna forget Luciano's name. I know all y'all names because y'all know me. We know each other. These don't know me.
Artemis.
Why am I going to
You
remember
have
a bunch
until-
of grown ass men name? They
You
don't
have
know
until
me.
listen. Here's your homework until the middle of the season. All right, when the season starts and we get to like the All-Star break, if you can't name 3 players on the Suns not named Devin, Kevin, or Bradley, all right, we're gonna do a test for you. We're gonna do a challenge for you. Okay.
I will not learn names out of spite.
Okay. All right.
I will purposefully watch the game with the sound off.
I'm gonna bring you some pickle flavor root beer, bro. You're gonna have to take a sip.
I'll drink that shit.
Oh my god. All right.
Anyways,
Different.
but my point was the thing that I was gonna say is, let's as a team let's go to some games, bro.
I'm down.
Some fucking games, dog.
go.
I've been
Look.
been to like 2 Suns games in my whole life.
Look, we're all gonna get our food handlers card. We're gonna act like we're Luciano's employees.
True.
You know what I'm saying?
I have a food handler's card.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I had
Great.
mine back in the 8th grade when I was first
Eighth
student. I was student body president at Sundance Elementary. First year the school was ever. I was the first president and the worst president.
Wait, you? I didn't know that.
Yeah, I was.
Wait,
They voted for me, but I thought I was like I could make like, oh yeah, it's gonna be recess and fuck homework. They're like, no, you idiot, you get to like
you
Let's
stay
make
after
make
school,
food
get
and
that
yeah, stay
meeting.
after school and set up the dances. I used to lie my ass off so I can get. I'm like, I'm tired playing.
Hey, I was student body president in 6th grade. Gillen Middle School, Tempe.
Hey, see presidents.
True story. I was vice president at Acacia Elementary. 6th
Let's
grade.
go.
See,
Yeah.
presidents.
They wouldn't understand.
Hey,
Yeah.
I was
Hey, but-
Landmark Middle School, 7th grade, most likely to succeed. Man.
Okay.
Oh shit.
8th grade, most likely to be
We
famous.
were all somebody in school. Fuck with it.
Hey,
That's different.
Hey,
you know what?
That's hard.
I'll put that.
I came
give you
second
that.
in the like the Mr. Buckeye school.
I was first on field
All right,
day.
next one. All right,
I was first
enough,
on field
enough,
day.
y'all. Can you tell that I peaked? Not y'all.
Blue ribbons
Peaked.
on field day.
Second hot Q. All right.
All right.
D-backs versus Dodgers right now. At the time we're watching this, the Diamondbacks are winning game 2.
Yes.
They won game 1. They played game 3 in Arizona and Phoenix.
Mm-hmm.
Are we hyped for that? If we sweep the Dodgers, are we hyped?
We got to be hyped. That's huge.
Absolutely,
I
bro.
don't
Last
know.
year, this team lost like 100+ games. Can you fucking believe that?
Yeah, that's a turnaround.
We
Like,
lost.
If we beat the Dodgers, we're in a championship series.
Wow.
Yep.
We lost freaking like our last like 10 out of 12 games. To
Well,
get
we're not
into the
losing
playoffs.
right now.
Oh, sorry.
Aaron, if you're
winning.
God bless.
Now we know it's tough to win a closeout game, so they got to come with it with the next game. But I mean, it's looking good right now. You go up 2-0.
All you got to do is win one game at Chase.
Yeah.
Aaron,
That's
if
it.
you if you a real baseball fan, name 3 pitches.
Ooh.
3 pitches.
Yeah.
Yeah, pitches.
Fastball, slider, curveball.
All right.
Hey, I used to play MLB 2K. All right, don't
All right.
try me,
Name
dog.
3 glove brands.
All right, okay. Let us know if you guys are a big Dodgers and D-backs fan and actually sports fan, unlike Artie. You have a favorite baseball player of all time?
Randy Johnson. Always.
Ooh,
I don't know why.
the unit?
Yeah,
Oh, is it your
sir.
jersey?
Oh, dude,
Dang.
the big
That's a
unit.
he's just cold with it. Now he's a photographer and everything doing his thing. But yeah, he just always was like, he just looked scary. He looked like, I would probably be
He
scared.
looked like
with
he
him.
smoked a pack
Dude,
before
it's
he called
huge,
it.
For
bro.
sure. Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
Huge.
You look
Yeah,
like he'd
for
be
sure.
on the mound with a.
Favorite baseball player?
I used to really like Ken Griffey Jr. back in the day.
No, for sure. Cold with it. His shoes are
And
cold.
then of course Prime, but he was more on the football tip. But he was the Deion Sanders was the only player to ever play in a MLB All-Star game and the Pro Bowl.
Is that why you're now a Colorado fan?
Yeah,
sir?
I was at the game on Saturday.
Hey.
Tuck that.
Okay, Artie, favorite baseball player?
Michael Jordan.
Got it.
Michael Jordan.
The shittiest
Nice.
part is he's actually not wrong. He could say that. Me, when I was growing up, it was Sammy Sosa, but I was before I knew he was Cuban. Or he was like, I thought he was black. Like when I was a kid,
Dang.
when it was like him and Mark McGwire hitting, I'm like, yeah, man, we got us a brother over there hitting home runs. And he came up to the mic. He came up to the mic after the game, like, Sammy, how do you feel? Like, I like to play the baseball. I was like, God damn it.
Oh my goodness.
I'm like, come on. And now he's a white man? Like, what the
Wow.
fuck?
Yeah, that's
Chewy, I'm going to need you to put up a picture of Sammy Sosa now, okay? Like, put that up in editing. Hot Q number 3. A lot of stuff going on in hip-hop right now. Sexy Red is going crazy. Unfortunately, she had a sex tape leak on IG. I didn't watch it. I heard people were like, hey, you want to watch? I'm like, I don't want to watch that shit. But besides that, her music's been going crazy. 21 Savage.
Who watched it?
People.
No, I'm saying in this room.
Who in here
Anybody
watched
watch that?
I didn't watch
I
it.
seen like screenshots, but not screenshots of the video. It's just like this is the thing. It's
Yeah.
like you see a
Yeah.
picture of her face.
And then I seen what I saw a loaf of bread that they used to
No.
illustrate
Wow. What it looked like?
what it looked like, and
damn.
it looked like I wouldn't want to watch that.
I mean, just looking at her, I don't know. It's just
She do it.
I ain't gonna lie, man. She looked like
Yeah, just not just hey, different strokes for different folks. But her music's been going.
music fire.
Are
Yeah,
you,
for
a
sure.
Sexy Red fan with her music?
No, yeah, for sure. I mean, all my homegirls will be dancing to that shit. They be loving it at the clubs, and
Even dudes.
dudes be loving it too. They be singing.
I had a
Yeah.
dude come up to me one time in the club. He was
Yeah,
like, "Hey
sure.
man, I'm gonna need you to play some hard ass gangster shit, bro. Play some Sexy Red." I was like,
Started twerking.
Like, what the?
"Wait, what?"
Ski is hard though.
Yeah, it's different.
Wait,
Jello said it for the longest time that women have now become the hardest rappers in the rap game. Is that true?
I think
That
so.
women are harder
Yeah,
than dudes?
they're
I'd say
Absolutely.
I'm
Great
more
moment.
scared of Sexy Red than 21 Savage. I feel like she'll bust your shit before him. She just looks
No.
like a home. I've been in like encounters of like where homegirls are like, there's women nowadays that are more masculine and all that, and they're just talking this shit. Who knows if they really are behind the mic?
No,
but
I think she's
I think she
real.
really about that. Like
I think so too.
her
I'm
and
sold.
what's the one that's tatted like a tiger tatted on her
Su-
face?
Is that
Silky,
Sukiana?
is that Silky?
Her too.
Yep.
I feel like she just
Yep.
will
Real.
throw some hands.
Real ones.
I'm more afraid to fight Sexy Red, if anything. Like,
Yeah.
Sexy.
Imagine getting knocked out like ski. Walk away. Damn.
start twerking on your fucking
I ain't gonna
knocked
say
out
nothing
body.
in this.
And the 21 Savage actually now is able to travel outside the country. He got his green card and everything. He got all that shit settled. He's able to go back to the UK where he lived until I think for 7 years.
Oh, he lived there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think he was
that's what
born
he
in the UK. He lived there until he was 7. Then he came to America.
Mm-hmm.
Dang.
He was.
Yeah.
So he could never go nowhere.
He could not. No.
So he was in the United States his whole life.
Yeah, because he wasn't legally.
Besides,
I think wasn't he held in customs like one time when he tried to leave outside the country.
That's how it started. That's how we learned about it.
Yeah, it's just
21st.
I know all those memes that came out back in the day with like
Primal 21st.
like who his actual people are, who he's rapping about. It's like a bunch of like British shit. Hey, it's hard out there in the UK. All right, I've seen Shadas or Top Boy. Yeah, Top Boy. So.
Why you look at me like?
Because you watch the Top
yeah,
Boy.
Yeah, but don't try to get me on your side with the
Mans
lie.
and them.
Yeah, all
Man
right,
them.
man. What's hot key
Man
number
them.
4?
I need my food.
I know food. Me peas and carrots.
My piece.
If you can go one place outside the country, where would you go?
One place outside the country?
Yeah,
Just anywhere?
anywhere.
I want to say Dubai.
Nice.
That's my for the longest it was Egypt, only because I'm really like into like that culture and everything. I like the looks and all that, but I keep hearing so many bad things. And I get it, you're supposed to experience it for yourself, but Dubai for sure. Because I have people that are out there already, and then I have people that know about it. So it's like they're gonna take me to like not the where people would go,
Yeah.
take me to all the real cool spots.
I just looked at plane tickets recently. They like $1,400 round trip.
Yeah,
They're not
That's
too
not bad.
crazy.
you can't. Yeah,
Oh, then
tickets are going up, so might as well just go
Look,
travel.
We're gonna go to Loda Wiener, get a hot dog. We're gonna go to a Suns game. We're gonna go to Dubai. All right,
There it
We got
is.
everything all laid out.
Hey
That's
man,
the
let's
goal.
get
That's
it,
the
man.
goal.
Why
Let's
the
go.
fuck not?
Why the fuck
All right,
not? Let's
last
go.
hot
Let's
cue
do
we
this
got.
shit. Let's do this shit.
So apparently California, their governor just signed a ban, which is gonna happen in 2027. There's a certain chemical that's like artificial that's found in different candies and foods and stuff like that. And Skittles has one of them, a lot of them. And they're going to ban Skittles, or at least try to in 2027. We think is that going to be a trend that's going to catch on for other states to try to do and ban different candies? Or is it, hey, we're the people, we can buy whatever the fuck we want as long as it's not like weapons or anything to hurt anybody. So like, what are we talking about?
Are they banning
I guess
Skittles
you
say
or the
ban-
chemical?
Yeah, because they could rework Skittles and not have the chemical.
That chemical in it.
But I think it's a little misleading because what you're alluding to is like damn near like a prohibition on Skittles. Like, is that what it's looking like? Like you won't be able to purchase or consume or own Skittles?
I mean, that's what he's trying to. That's
So like
in 2027? 2027?
2027. Yeah, that's
I'm buying
what
a bunch of
it
Skittles and be like, I got the
Hey.
OG Skittles.
Damn, you
Like,
gotta have like
the
a trench
Skittle
coat. Hey,
OG
I
Skittles.
got
you want
the
to taste the
OG
rainbow?
Skittles.
Open it up. You know what I'm
Like
saying?
Four Locos. Remember Four Locos were Four Locos?
Yeah,
Alright.
yeah.
That needed to be banned.
No, for sure. But I'm just saying. But I'm saying like the old school ones compared to now, it's like damn.
Four Locos. First time I had a drunk anxiety attack.
I bet.
God, that sounds like a nightmare.
Oh god, you were faded, but
I'm
you couldn't sleep.
spinning, but I'm up.
I've never had a four. I've seen what that done to people. It
Crazy.
ruined. It almost ruined 2 lives in one night. That
Wow.
shit was wild. Yeah, we're gonna see how that happens. That's gonna be
But
kind
they-
of crazy.
They banning Skittles. Is that the only candy? Is it just
Well,
like
whatever candies or type of foods that have that type of, I forgot the name of the chemical in it, like the artificial chemical in it. So,
yeah? I mean, I was saying earlier, if you want to ban stuff, stop people from doing stuff. I mean, if they really cared about our health so much, I think they would mandate other things. Just being honest.
That's a very good point.
yeah,
True.
That's opening a can right there. Well,
Yeah.
hey, before we get out of hot cues, we have a game break with Chewy. Chewy, what's going on? You over there bopping around? What's going on?
Bro, we're going back to Arizona 2-0.
Oh,
Final score 4-2 D-backs.
and it's not a spoiler because by now we could already be in the next round by the time this episode
True.
airs. So, wow, okay.
Let's go, baby.
Okay.
Hey, Corbin
Different.
Carroll is nice. That kid is fucking nice. But that's Hot Cues.
Yes.
There you go.
Nice.
That is Hot Cues. All right, we got one more topic before we get up out of here. You know what I'm saying? So, Drake. We all either you love him or you hate him. Or you used to love him and now you hate him. Or you used to hate him and now you love him. Just dropped this new album for all the dogs. Just came out at 6 a.m. a few days ago, like specifically. 23 tracks on it. Features from SZA. Has Snoop Dogg talking on interludes. Did a song with Yeet. Tizo Touchdown is the truth. I am a fan of Tizo.
The highlight of the album for me.
I don't blame you.
I like Tizo touchdown on even on the Don Toliver song too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Luckily I'm having. Oh
Yeah.
my gosh, Tizo fucking. I
I'm
thought it was a
telling
woman
you,
at
bro.
first, and I'm like, oh, that's a dude. Oh, okay. Cool.
That's a dude.
Damn, don't do my boy
Drake
Tizo.
had
like
a
that.
J. Cole feature on the album.
was cold.
RC listened to J. Cole and
I thought
didn't
it was
hate
good.
it.
I thought it was
And
cool.
didn't hate it.
I'm not even
Drake
gonna
over
lie.
there making RC like J. Cole now.
Hey man, quit putting that narrative out there.
You
I
don't like
hate,
him.
I don't
You
hate
said
him.
you called yourself a hater.
I did. I
did.
Yeah, what you talking about?
You
Pulling
right.
out the
We got
narrative. Yeah.
Got his ass.
Are you
we
a
need
J.
something
Cole
for
fan?
that, Chewy.
Yeah,
We need
J.
a
Cole
got
fan.
his
But
ass.
like, I'm not like, oh my god, I need to go to a J. Cole concert.
Thank you for making that distinction.
I'll be honest with you.
'cause there
I
are
don't know
people
that should like okay.
That-
You're probably gonna
that's
hate me.
fair.
Like
You
I'm
wouldn't have
not-
to say that
no.
about most artists, but you have to make
Yeah.
that distinction.
No. See, not running to a concert is one thing, but also saying that he's over. You think he's overrated, J. Cole? Or you think
I
he's
never
pretty
said
good?
it. I never said
it's
overrated.
overrated.
I don't like him how y'all love him. That's it.
Yeah.
I think ironically, because we're about to talk about this dude anyways, it's like he made a good point about J. Cole in the comment that he made about Drake, which was off base, but like he said at first J. Cole rapping about how he lost his virginity and shit like that. Joe Budden was talking about that. I don't really fuck with that shit if I'm being honest. But then like J. Cole now as he's more I don't know if it's that he's more mature, but he just seems more serious. Something about it seems more serious. I like J. Cole a lot more.
Well,
than
he's
that.
gotten better in his craft, and I think the older you go and the longer you're in hip hop, you see people evolve, and they usually
Mature.
like Lil Yachty. I was not a Lil Yachty fan when he first came out, like Broccoli and all that shit. Not really for me. But now, who he is, kind of like where he's going with his music now, I'm still not a crazy Yachty fan, but I respect it. I respect it more.
I love Lil Yachty. He's very unique, and you know like he's gonna give you something different. If he's on a song, it's gonna give you a little different vibe to it. You know.
And Yachty had a feature. Yachty apparently had a couple of different writing credits and stuff like that on this album. Did you hear the Drake's
Yeah,
album?
no, I'm a big Drake fan. I mean, I just like Drake's music. I'm not gonna say, I relate to a lot of things he said, but I've literally used a lot of quotes and a lot of lyrics in the lifestyle I've lived. You know what I mean? Like, the captions and
It works
stuff.
on the women, bro.
You know what I mean? It works on the women,
yeah.
and I'm a person too that like I know this is just throwing it out there. Like I really like slow down more music. So like Take Care album is like my all time like right. I fuck with it. I know that's kind of I just always love that music or like. How do you say it? Like not even that I'm sad, but like I like sad music. If that makes sense.
No, I get you.
And then that vibe, like Drake, like I haven't heard the whole thing, but I know like BBL, that song BBL, that's my shit. Like when he was talking about, it's true though, because it's like, he was talking about how like, like your man spent all that money. Women don't understand this, and I'm not trying to get into the conversation, but this dude spends all the money on you to go to this Drake concert. You're making eye contact with Drake. Don't forget to go back home and love that man that like took you to that event. There's a lot of women that don't understand that.
Yeah.
And I thought that was really like, when he says for the dogs, that was for the dogs. Like,
And don't go back. Don't go dance with Usher
I
if
knew
I
that
pay
was
for the
coming.
ticket.
yeah, that's who
I
it is.
knew that. All right, so then see, we already talked to Tino Cucino about it. Shout out to
Yeah.
my boy Tino. If you took your girl to the Usher concert, like if you all were in Vegas and you wanted to go see Usher perform, and you know how he gets down, and you know that he likes to
Yeah.
stare, he's there for the women. He's not there
For sure,
for you.
he's not.
there for the
Yeah,
women.
100%.
If your girl, if he like was dancing and serenading your girl in front of her, or in front of you, like you were sitting down and he was like singing there,
Yeah,
would
yeah.
you A, flip the fuck out, B, wait till you left until you flip the fuck out, or C, be cool with it and knowing that A is just a show and that's my girl?
I think and I'm a Scorpio.
Be honest, come on. Break the glass.
I think it would just be like that eye contact, like put yourself in my shoes. I think that's why I'm very big on your relationship. If you are in a relationship, make sure you let them know how you are, and like,
Right.
you always gotta have that conversation. Fuck
Yeah.
what's your favorite color? Be like, yo, in this position, how would you like it? Especially me being in the club scene, I make sure that like my girl understands, like, yo, there's gonna be women that want photos. There's gonna be women that want a shout out or they want to take shots. So it's like you got to understand, like in a situation like that, it's like that's probably going to be talked about before. Like imagine if Kim K came and sat down on my lap. Are you going to be okay with that? I'm pretty sure, majority of the women I date are Latinas. You're going to turn into the whole.
Shit,
So you already know.
boy.
So I would say no. Like I would say I would just give the eyes of like, don't make me feel uncomfortable, don't make me look stupid.
Right.
Because if you'll do it in front of my face, you're gonna do it behind closed doors or behind around.
The way I see it is, and since we're here now.
Yeah.
There you go.
If I'm there, I would rather be there with my girl, knowing that hey, it's Usher, it's a fucking legend. If it was some random local dude at some.
I don't
like
give
the
a
Van
shit
Buren or
who
some
it
shit.
is.
What you mean? What? Usher ain't gonna take my girl. I ain't worried about that. I'm just.
He could.
He could.
But he ain't. No,
Yeah, he's much more
what
likely to take your
What
girl
happens if he's like, meet me backstage? Like, I'm gonna get you some care package, some shit like that.
Okay. If he said, yo,
You already allowed
stay.
your woman to get danced on, so might as well. Why not get the care package in the back? If you know what the care package is.
Can I go? Like, can I go? Do y'all got a 3X?
No, homie, stay right here.
Can I
Okay,
go?
see, if
She'll
they
be
did that
back.
shit.
And then he dances away.
If they did the she'll be
Dances away.
back, then I'm just leaving. Then it's over.
Hey,
And
man.
yeah, but y'all gotta relax, man.
Hey,
If you
nah,
with your girl-
G.
if you with your boo, trust her.
Nah,
hell
G.
no.
Believe your queen.
Nah, G.
Yeah.
Nah, it's like I agree with Luciano. It's a respect thing. It's
Respect.
It's a respect thing. Like if it's if it's me and Usher, I'm looking at Usher like, bro, I'm gonna give Usher just being honest, I'm gonna give Usher a look. Because I'm gonna let him know like, hey, I'm not cool with this
He's
shit.
performing at the Super Bowl though. What are you doing?
But she needs to be aware of me, because they always want us to be aware of
you
all
don't
of
have
their
a call.
emotions and everything that they're
Yeah.
going through. So and you should be as a attentive partner, you should be paying attention. If she's uncomfortable, you should be aware of that and be able to navigate that.
100%.
But if that just turns off when it's her time to have fun, that's bullshit. I don't want to be in that kind of relationship.
Soft.
Hey, if Usher come up and take your girl, you soft.
He ain't gonna take my girl though. That's what he's meant
He
to
gonna
do.
take your girl for
That's
that
like
moment.
that's like
Yo,
taking my girl
girl.
to that's like taking my girl to a damn lion cage and a lion swiping at it.
Who's-
That's what
who's-
lions do.
Who's really soft though? Who's really soft? Think about it. If your girl can sit like this and Usher walks up and she looks at you and goes, "No, babe, I know," and sits there, who's really soft? No, you big dog. If your girl don't even move for Usher, you big dog. Who's really soft?
Okay, but it's even bigger dog that hey, my girl could dance with Usher.
No,
Right
that's
here. Like,
littler
Usher.
dog.
No,
Big dog,
All right,
your
last
girl-
thing about this, and then we
Big
gotta
dog,
get back to Drake.
Big dog got shit in check.
Cap.
Big
For
dog
all the
got
dogs.
shit locked
For
down.
all the dogs. RC, go ahead.
What I don't know. I don't know. I don't think I would mind. I think.
Thank you.
But I have a relationship with my girl. Like, we know what time it is. So there's no malintent. There's no disrespect. If we there to have fun, we there to have fun, babe. Turn up. Especially if I'm there, let's turn up.
That's
like,
what I'm
yo,
saying.
if you want to, if Usher in this crowd of 3,000 or however big the place is, if he's choosing you to have fun and to make you part of the show.
Yeah, because
Have
how
a
would you
blast.
feel if you brought your girl there and Usher looked at your girl and kept walking like,
I'm weak.
if your girl didn't make the cut.
Just gave her the dirty look. And
Yeah,
shit.
If your girl gave it a,
definitely
we
not
coming.
you.
Like,
We coming.
I don't know.
Pat on the head.
Definitely not you.
If Usher patted my girl on the head and kept
Oh,
walking,
we
we're
throwing
leaving.
hands. We throwing hands.
We're fucking
That's
outta
worse
there.
than getting a serenade.
No, that's
But
worse.
nah,
That's way
man.
worse.
I'm sorry, that's not big dog activities.
All right, okay. So I'm
And I'm
gonna go
standing
around.
on that.
I'm gonna go around. I'm gonna ask you guys what's your rating because we're all over the place. What's your rating for Drake's album? What would you rate it?
I've only heard how many songs? There's 23.
Yeah.
20.
I've only heard like 10. So I'm not. It's gonna be one of those things. It's gonna take me months because it happens still to this
Yeah.
day.
Okay.
Where like, oh shit, he said that. So I mean, I'm a big Drake fan. People know that. So I'm gonna give it a 7 already. Just
That's
I
a
feel like-
big Drake fan score.
I feel like he brought. Well, I haven't heard the whole thing.
Okay.
songs.
Okay, and I get what he was doing with the whole the techno album. What was it called?
Honestly,
Honestly,
never
never
mind.
mind.
And literally, honestly, never mind. I wasn't
Yeah.
a fan of that. I get what
Damn.
he did. I get what he did, and I get as far as you got to step out of your box and all that stuff, and you got to get out of your comfort zone, and you got to think of the other people that don't know who you are. I get that, but as a fan, I was like, nah, this is not.
You
it
got to
for me.
be in Mykonos on the boat drinking the same.
I'm sure, but I'm not doing that every day. So I'm
You're like, I got work. All
I
right,
got. I gotta go sell wieners. So
RC, what would you give it?
I gave it a 9. I'm up there. I really like it. I understand. I know there was a lot of criticism online. A lot of people were expressing that they didn't like it or that it was just mid. Personally, I got everything I needed from it. Drake rapping, Drake singing, the features. Like I said, Tizo Touchdown was the highlight of the album for me. Great album.
Nice.
I think there was a little bit of a lull in the middle point of the album, but then once you get to like Rich Baby Daddy or whatever, that part on, it's like great.
I agree. Already go ahead before I give my point.
Of course. I'm probably right now I'm at like an 8.5 on it from everything that I've listened to. I haven't heard the whole album either, but I think I've heard about half of it, and I haven't been disappointed. I haven't like skipped a song. There was you know the little interlude, like I think it's right in the beginning when the girl is talking about the plane.
Yeah.
Bro, that shit literally had me like that. Oh, like that's disgusting activities. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
That shit had me weak. I was like,
Drake be doing some shit, man.
That's some
8.5. All right, so 7 so far, but you haven't heard all of it yet.
All
right, so still inconclusive. Chewy, have you heard the album?
Not all of it, but I'm working my way. If I were to give it a rating of thus far, I would say an 8.
Okay.
For sure.
7, 8, 9, 8.5. Gibby, have you heard the album?
I have. I gotta hear it on a bike ride.
All right.
There you go.
That's where I digest my music.
Fair. See, I listen to my shit in the car. Like I got to be in the car driving.
Yeah.
Like I can't just. Like, I gave it an 8.5. Better than Scorpion. I would say better than my first listen of CLB, even though CLB's kind of growing back on me.
It is.
Her Loss for 21, I think that's just more of a club record, so I fuck that. That's a club, so I fuck with that shit heavy because a lot of that shit can be played in the club.
Yep.
This one's gonna be remain. I don't feel there's not like a Way Too Sexy on here. There's not like a On BS or anything like that. So the club wise is gonna be kind of interesting to see what works or what not. But like he does everything. The song with Bad Bunny. Good.
Untouchable, bro.
Rich Baby Daddy with Sexy Red and SZA, good. 8 a.m. in Charlotte, amazing.
yeah, that was
Amen,
my
amazing.
shit.
Okay, hold on. There's a part in that song though. He said, and I was gonna make a skit out of it. You know, obviously I always do shit. The one that says like something about being bi, which I'm not nothing against gays. You know, I got a lot of love. Got cousins that are gay. Do your thing.
Of course.
But it's like he said somewhere like I'm bi. Something about the girl's a homie or something.
Yeah,
like
the
that.
girl's a homie, so I'm like,
And I was like, wait a minute, what? That threw me off.
Yeah,
But
that had me a little confused. Too.
I was like, wait
know,
a minute.
I know which part.
and I'm not saying that he can be whatever fucking wants to be. He's his own person. Do your
Yeah.
thing. He paint your nails. Don't paint your nails. I don't care. But I was just like, what? And I'm surprised a lot of people didn't like go after him on that.
Oh, people have.
They will, I'm sure.
Oh yeah, no, people.
I'm sure
are-
Joe Budden is gonna mention that sooner or later.
Well, Joe Budden. Speaking of which, we're gonna go ahead and transition into that because Joe Budden gave his opinion on Drake's album, and
He was pretty critical.
Yeah.
Very.
He was pretty critical about the content and basically saying that Drake needs to mature his content.
I gotta find Drake's rebuttal. If you haven't seen it, if you haven't been on Twitter,
Drake. I think that's weirdly. I think that's weird coming from Joe Budden because if I'm being honest, Joe Budden just doesn't come across to me as a super mature guy.
No.
Like
That's fair.
he
Just the way that
doesn't
he
come
is.
across
That's
like
fair.
he seems very kind of emotional, sporadic.
The whole thing with the Migos, like
He gets
grow
into
up.
he gets very angry very fast and is really willing to fight people and shit. And
That's a
like
great point.
he's a high like to me just to speak about maturity. I feel like Drake almost comes off more mature because Drake is so level headed and he just keeps doing what works. We don't even know if Drake really even likes doing what he's doing, but as a mature person, like even as we know, you get up, you go to work. You don't necessarily like to go to work all the time, but
Yeah.
the mature man puts his big
Phenomenal
boy
point.
pants on and fucking goes to work.
well, the fact that
True.
Joe, I think Joe gave an honest assessment about what he felt about the album. He felt like, hey, Drake hasn't really progressed. He's still talking about young man shit. I mean, that's fair. Okay, hey, but Drake, I think, has made it a part of his career to always give newer, up-and-coming artists like a chance to shine. Not saying J. Cole. J. Cole's been around for as long as he have. But Drake to do a song with a Yeet, or for him to do a song
Yeah.
even with Yachty, who's still younger than him and stuff like that as well. Like that's a way for Drake to keep getting new fans and to stay. And to me, it has not sounded corny yet.
no.
No.
So it's not like,
Yeah.
here comes this old dude rapping with young motherfuckers talking about a bunch of nonsense.
Yeah.
Yeah, Drake is a toxic rapper. He talks about a lot of toxic ass shit, and he's very passionate about his craft. And when he had his comeback for Joe Budden, I have to take a sip of water to read this because he burned Joe Budden to a crisp.
Yeah, he did.
the jersey had me weak.
Oh, yeah.
You got to read it in Drake's voice, and he's a waste man still.
Yeah, I'm not doing that
Steady.
shit. So after Drake heard Joe Budden's response, this is what Drake said in a comment on Instagram. At Joe Budden, you have failed at music. You left it behind to do what you're doing in this clip because this is what actually pays your bills. For any artist watching this, just remember that you are watching a failure give their opinion on his idea of a recipe for success. A quitter give their opinion on how to achieve longevity. You switch careers because the things that pop into your brain had you broke, living check to check, and he spelled check money.
Jesus.
And the raps you write have 450 men showing up to your shows in dusty NS jeans to screw up their face to mute music 29 that pretend you're their goat. Please, to any artist that's doing what Chewy, you can drop bombs on this. Please, to any artist that's doing what they feel like is right, don't let these opinions affect your mindset after the fact. This guy is a poster child of frustration and surrendering. Oh my God.
Dang.
You retired and we never hung your jersey up.
Oh.
And we don't even remember your number.
Oh.
We know you for doing this. Let me see. You withdrew from rap not because you accomplished all you need to. It's because it wasn't working for you.
Dang.
I never want anybody in the generations to think that the whole everybody's entitled to your opinion is a real thing.
Facts.
This is a man projecting his own self-hate and the fact that I did and continue to do everything he wanted to do for himself. If you need it put in simpler terms, I own a 767. He owns a modest house in a 973 and flies first class on special occasions.
Damn. He said, and at the end of the day,
Yo.
I put my dick on the table.
Yo.
Aubrey,
You retired and we didn't even hang up your jersey.
we don't even know your number.
We don't even remember your number.
You're a waste man still.
Still.
That's worse than when
That's-
Draymond Green was telling Paul Pierce that you want the
You're not Kobe.
retirement. Yeah, you're not Kobe. You're not getting the retirement. They don't love you like
Yo,
you love
that's
Kobe.
whew, wow.
I think. Look, I love Drake. I'm gonna be one of these motherfuckers. I was a Drake fan way back. I was a Drake fan back in the day. Comeback season. All right, all that shit that he did with Lil Brother and fucking Slum Village and freaking, you know what I'm saying, Replacement Girl.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I was there.
Mm-hmm.
I was there for that. Drake, you ain't got to do all that, bro. Come on, man.
He did though.
Why?
He did because Joe Budden has an incredibly large platform, and so I watched the full Joe Budden episode. Those were unrefined thoughts coming from Joe Budden, and that's why Drake put the caption, "I'm glad I lived this life and not a life where I have to rush conclusions on Best Buy podcast mics." Because it was a pretty like the album had just dropped hours prior, and then they went into the studio and trashed the album on like after half a listen.
Yeah.
And so I think it was necessary for him to come back only because Joe Budden has such a large platform with YouTube and Patreon.
All I'm saying is whenever you give, because there's always going to be people, shock jocks, people trying to get
sure.
a reaction. Whenever you give them, if Luciano went back and literally typed that everybody that talks shit about Loaded Wiener, you'd be doing that shit all day and you'll be giving the trolls ammo. If we did
Oh,
that
yeah, for sure.
on that fucking viral post of anime with everybody talking shit about us.
Full-time
and
job.
Chewy, and Chewy not doing his job and Aaron being a handsome fat guy. You know what I'm saying? And Artie doing whatever.
Damn.
We be over there typing all that. Yeah, no, they were.
They
Yeah,
was
they
on
called
this.
me. They said, you're a weirdo. They said you're a weirdo. You work out for anime, and then dude was like, I work out for bitches. That's what he's literally said. I was like, well, and I clicked on his profile. I ain't gonna lie, because I was like gonna hate, but then he was like out of shape, and I was like, well, it looks like anime's working a little better, buddy.
Damn. All right.
Ain't get no bitches.
Luciano, but what do you think about that? You think Drake should have responded the way you did? Or you
Yeah,
think,
for sure. Drake's Drake, and like I said, this is coming from a big Drake fan. I feel like I've personally done it when, like you said, how like he didn't listen to the whole thing. He just went straight into doing a podcast and like not, because like I said, it's gonna take you a while to really truly listen to the album. Like there's still songs from Scorpion that I'm like, oh shit, you know, but that's just me. Maybe I'm a slow listener, but I feel like Joe Budden he thinks he knows what he's doing, but in reality, a reply the way that Drake gave it is something. It reminds me of me. I would do some shit like that. Obviously, I get a lot of hate. I deal with it. I created a brand off of it called Who Hurt You, and I tell people now I don't even got to reply no more. It's like, yo, who hurt you? Like, why are you fucking so bothered? You know? And that's why Who Hurt You's been so successful since 2018. But I was in a situation where somebody made fun of Who Hurt You, and it was put on the radio. And I had a very fast reply, and that reply not ended the guy's career, but it ended in the sense of like, I'm never gonna bother Luciano ever again.
See?
And you
So
have
it
to do
works.
that. And I feel like I said, what Drake said, it's not about him, whether he wrote it or somebody else wrote it. It's just like, it's true. Who are you more like hyped up for, Joe Budden or Drake?
Right.
And and there's some songs by Joe Budden cool. Don't get me wrong, but Drake's Drake, and it's like,
Of course, yeah. I mean, look, Joe Budden can rap though. I'm not gonna.
oh yeah, I'm
rapping
sure,
is good.
rapping's
like-
cool, but like, there's no reason to go off on Homeboy when he just dropped an album and it's not like he heard it.
Yeah.
you know?
But Drake should be used to this right now. Drake gets hate from every direction. He's like,
yeah,
you
but I
know
feel like
what's
Joe
coming.
Budden is just like
Joe
a
Budden.
person that shouldn't hate. Why are you hating? Just
But I think Budden's a fan. Budden for the
yeah.
longest time has said that he's actually a big fan of Drake.
The problem is Joe Budden actually likes Drake. I think that's the reason why Drake replied, because it's like, bro, don't like you show love and then you hate and then you listen to an album halfway through that just dropped last night. Like,
yeah.
And really,
what's up with that?
nah, cause real talk, I was listening to the Drake album, and he has he's talking his shit on the album, but he's still saying some like, you know, trying to get his homies out of bad places, trying to teach them better ways to do things, to present themselves. He's talking about all that shit. He just make it sound cool. That's the problem with Joe Budden, just being real. You stick to a fucking lame ass honor code and ruin your own career.
Doesn't
Like,
get
you
you no
gotta
way.
make the shit sound cool for the kids and for people to want to listen to it.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to hear you rap about moral fucking alignment on an old school boombox.
Sounding like Eminem.
I
doing
don't
that?
want to
Yeah.
hear that
Yeah.
shit.
Oh my
I want to hear some cool shit with Lil Yachty on it, and then you throw one little key in there for me that's dope.
That's true.
All right.
And that's really what I feel like Drake does. And I tell people that all the time because they like, man, I listen to Drake. He don't say no real shit. I'm like, nah, Drake say a couple real things. It's like the spoonful of sugar makes the medicine go down, though, with Drake. Because he'll say some real shit. You just got to listen close. But it's to enjoy, he's not trying to teach you.
I
Right.
think
Like gangster
Yeah,
life.
go
You're not
listen
you're
to
not
Dr.
paying
Sebi
Drake
if you're
enough
looking
to,
for-
to teach you.
yeah. Nah.
You imagine how much a class from a master class from Drake gonna cost. It's
I
gonna
feel
cost
like
more
Drake
than
is
an
in
album.
that same boat of like LeBron. Like, people, instead of just giving them their flowers and recognizing how great they've been for a long time, people just want to hate because they're just tired of the consistency.
Yep.
People hate LeBron,
True.
not because you can't say LeBron can't hoop. You
Oh,
can't
yeah,
say that
for
LeBron
sure.
James is not the top, if not the best player of all time, at least top 3.
Yeah.
But I still like Kobe. Oh,
That's
I love
awesome.
Kobe.
Yeah.
God bless Kobe. Kobe was not better than LeBron. That's just what it
think
is, in my opinion. If you want to say,
I'm
Yeah,
you know I agree, but you
But-
might get flamed up.
Hey,
I don't have
hey,
the-
cook
on that
me, hey,
island.
like, in the comments below, let us know what you think about the Drake album. But that's episode 38.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
That's it. Yo, what an episode. You know what I'm saying? We switched up the camera in the middle. I don't know if you guys can tell or not, but it's going to look good too. He's amazing. Hey, shout out to everybody. Like we said, my birthday, by the time this episode drops, man. Yo,
Happy birthday.
thank you to everybody and anybody that's ever watched, shared, liked, comment, talk shit, whatever the case is. This has been one of the craziest things and a blessing that I've like. This gives me purpose. Like, I love
Nice.
DJing. I love being a good son to my mom, good son to my pops, grandson, brothers. You know what I'm saying? Friends, everybody. But this podcast is like literally something that I've never thought I'd be able to do. I get a chance to hang out and talk to cool people
Oh,
like
thanks.
the Lucianos, like the Cassidys, like the Eric Bernals, like
Tino Cochinos.
Tino Cochino, like my boy
Cochino.
Ryan. Ryan, I'm going to a game with
Fresh
you, Ryan.
bacon.
I'm going to a game with you, mom.
Better get me another ticket too.
Shit. And I work with a lot of young, talented creators, man, like my boy Gibby, like my boy Dimitri, got my boy Cisco, Charlie fucking Mumbles,
Mumbles, yeah.
as
Charlie
well.
Mumbles.
Oh, I miss Charlie, bro. Where's he been?
I miss Charlie too. And then, of course, hey, love to the guys, man. The OGs, Jello TV. My boy Giovanni just created it. And then who's been here every single time. Coward Productions, my brother RC, I love you, dog.
Sir, love you too, my
Artie
guy.
Reeves, I fucking love you, dog.
I came off the bench to start, baby. You
Chewy, baby. Jesus
Facts.
Christ.
Jesus
We would not
Christ.
be here without you, bro.
MVP.
You over there pulling your hair out almost every week just to make us happy. We appreciate you, bro.
I'm trying, bro.
Hey, we got it. Hey,
We
listen,
appreciate it, dog.
I appreciate
appreciate
y'all,
you.
man. This is the best birthday gift ever, man. Doing this shit with you
Oh,
guys.
Oh man.
Hearts.
Oh, buddy.
Luciano, how can they find you, bro? Plug yourself. Dog.
Luciano Knows Best, Instagram, Loaded Wiener, obviously, and then Who Hurt You. Those are my main ones. Clubs, catch me at all the Latin clubs. You already know the vibes.
Yes, sir.
Come to Scottsdale at least once.
I got to. I need to take a. It's a far drive. It's not really, but I just gotta
I
go.
know, right? Look,
I'm getting old. I need to stop. I need to go soon.
Come
Sooner or
through,
later.
bro. I'll get you a blue boy. We'll have a good time.
There it
all right?
goes.
Yeah,
I'm
you
down.
go.
I'm down.
There you go. Chewy, how can they find you?
Jesus Crust on Instagram. Hit me up.
Okay.
Nice. Okay.
You dig?
RC, how can they find you?
Calvert Productions on IG and TikTok. Let's go.
Artie, how can they find you?
You can find me on TikTok and Instagram, Artie Reeps. That's ARDYREAPZ. Hey, Chewy, real quick though, for the people on TikTok, just hit them with all the sounds right now.
All the sounds?
Just hit them with the booms and the, because they was talking that shit.
They were talking that shit.
They was
I got
talking
you.
that shit.
You gotta pick glass.
Glass.
You gotta-
Yeah.
All right, that's for TikTok. Nice. Shout out to follow my boy Gibby_Visions as well.
Got 90 followers.
Woo!
Yeah.
Hey, help him get to 100.
Go, let's get
Help him
100.
get to
Boy, to
100.
100, baby. Let's go.
Yo, we're doing an event at Load the Wiener. I don't know when,
Yes.
but I want to plan it for
We'll put it
Wednesday.
together.
Yes,
Yeah,
we will
yeah,
put
we'll
it
make-
together.
we'll make it
If
happen. I'm
anything,
down.
RC will get in touch with you. He's like one of our coordinators.
Call it
Let's
the
do it.
thing.
Let's do
We'll get
it.
it together.
Figure it out. Follow me, DJ Aaron Michael, as a birthday gift. As a birthday gift, subscribe. Help us get to 150 subscribers. We are so close. Follow us on IG. We're on Spotify, Apple Podcasts as well, baby. And we're on YouTube as well. Cue that podcast, episode 38. We love y'all, baby. We out.
Out.
Good one.